Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop New York Season 5, Episode 5. Let's get into it. So, I guess TT is in a triangle, and she don't want us to know that she's in a triangle. What is going on with this wife? This wife seems clueless. But it also says that the wife says that TT knows about her and Ben knew about her, and actually, you'll see it in the slideshow where she says that, Akbar pays for TT's, rent, gave her a car to drive because she didn't have a car to drive, clothed her for her video shoots and things like that, and pay for her studio time and pay for the video. So I guess, they're having a mutual relationship where, they help out TT and she helps them get on the show. And they're on the show because Akbar wants to be an actor. He was an actor in one movie where he passed a bag or something, and he wants to be an actor and he's trying to be an actor. So I guess they're helping each other out, and this is their storyline because I don't know what's going on with this situation. Situation seems very fugazi. But I don't understand why Akbar doesn't ask 50 Cent to, put him in power or something, because he can post Tiara and Akbar, engaging in fellatio, but he can't put Akbar on power because Akbar is a desperate actor, and his wife is I don't know what's up with his wife. His wife seems like, she's down with the thing. You know how some people are in relationships where, this will make us better. I'm going to hang out with this person. I'm going to do this with this person. They kind of like me. I'm going to play up on that. Maybe I have to kiss them. Maybe I have to make out with her. Maybe I have to make out with him or whatever. But, you my number one. People have been doing that for years and years and years just to get a leg up. So I guess that's that situation that's going on. I'm just like, whoa, way too much. And then, Marcus and, Brooke, that situation is just crazy. Brooke is acting like she lost her rockers. It's like, damn, Brooke, are you a mother out here in these streets? Like, damn, look at the way you acting. But I guess she's going to do whatever she got to do to get her man. So I guess there's no level to what some people would do to secure whoever they love and whoever they want to be with. So I guess, Brooke felt like she made a mistake with Booby, and so now she wants Marcus back, and she's going to prove to Marcus, and Marcus wants Brooke too as well. So why bring Stasha in a situation and then have unprotected sex with her and things like that? Because it's just like, you're not even wrapping it up, Marcus. And, supposedly Brooke hasn't been she's a born again virgin. She's waiting until she gets married, but she's going to be with a dude that's out here not wrapping it up. Like, that's kind of crazy. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this situation? I'm like, wow. And then Paris, she seems like she knows everything. She got the scoop. She got the 411. I'm just like, damn, Paris, you done came on this show and plopped down and made yourself famous sitting on this show. Like, damn. I was like, but you know what? I don't get down with thieves, so I don't know how that situation goes. I don't like people that steal. I don't like people that steal at all, but especially when you steal from your own people, that's a whole nother story. And then, what's her name? Apple Watts. I really like Apple Watts. I think she's legit. I did like LaBritney. I do like the way that she sings, but the way that she's acting, like, damn, I know it looked like Lyrica came up to her aggressively, but she could have just said, I just jumped on stage and was just dancing and twerking and hoping for stage presence, and then to see how Lyrica would have responded, because Lyrica was like, yo, why are you getting all mad and upset? So I'm just like, what's going on with that situation? Then we get Jay Wills, we get him. He's a new character on the show. I never seen him before, but so I guess he has a lot of followers. He seemed cool. he seems cool so far. He don't seem like he's in the drama. He's focusing on his music. The first time we introduced to him, he's rapping. He was rapping with, LaBritney, and then he was on stage performing. Apple Watts, her performance was okay. I just didn't like the way her voice didn't follow the beat, but other than that, it was cool. So, she's alright. And who else? I like A1's brother now that he apologized to A1 and all that good stuff. But it seems like next episode they're going to be fighting and they're going to be beefing. And Lyrica and, A1, I guess they're going to get back together on the show. I guess she's going to reveal that she's pregnant next episode. So we'll see how that situation goes down. I wonder if the situation with Safari is actually true. Some people say it is. Safari admitted to sleeping with Lyrica, and but some people say no, he was tricked. Then he said he didn't. So I don't know, because Safari tells stories. We already found out that he's a liar. So what's going on with the situation? I just hope Lyrica and A1 can actually work it out. I'm just like, damn, like they got so much going on, like it's ridiculous. So let's get started. So A1, he's at a hotel. His hotel looked kind of weird and shit. And you know, he got the music they played while A1 was in the hotel room was legit, was on point. I did like it. It was cool. And he's talking about he's gonna get a divorce, you know, from Lyrica, and he's trying to change, and he's gonna be changing this shit around. I'm like, damn, you're gonna get a divorce that quick without even talking to Ray J, without even talking to Safari again. Like, get down to the nitty gritty. Put you know, Lyrica and Safari in the same room and see if you can get the truth, baby. Because I don't know, I really want you and Lyrica to work out. I know a lot of people have accused you of being, you know, homosexual. I have no idea if you are. I don't know if Lyrica's your beard, but that's what everybody be saying in these internet streets. I don't know. From my knowledge, I think you love Lyric and I think Lyrica loves you. I could be totally wrong, but it is what it is. And so Lyrica, she's on her new. She's working on her new album, and she's actually going to be working. She's actually upset at A1 because he's believing Brooke and Marcus and K Michelle. And, you know, she's just really upset that, you know, he's not taking the time to believe her. But when he tried to talk to you, Lyrica, you was wilding out, going crazy and acting all like you were guilty and shit like that. So hopefully we get to the bottom of this or whatever, or we got to find out. So we got Paris and Nikki, they chilling or whatever, and you know, they want to find out what's going on with Akbar. And Paris done found out that Akbar is married, and he's been with his wife for like 4 years and all that other good stuff. And you know, she saw it online. She tells Nikki, and she's gonna do some more investigation to find out what's going on with the situation. And she finds the wife and all that other good stuff, and she has a meeting with her. The wife is acting like it's all good, like Tiara, you know, TT's not telling them the whole truth, not telling them that, you know, Tiara knows that he's married and all this other good stuff. But then we get the scene with Tiara talking to Akbar, acting like, you know, she doesn't even know who Sade is. And we have, you know, Akbar acting like, you know, Tiara doesn't know, you know, TT doesn't know who his wife is or whatever. He said his wife is the past, but the way his wife was at the table with, you know, Nikki baby and Paris, it seems like, you know, they still together. She even have a little video of them together, like, because, you know, Paris said that you know, TT and Akbar was together all the time. And so she was like, oh, look at this video. Like, damn, you shoot a 1 minute video. When was that video shot? Like, damn, like, how do you prove that? Oh, she's not with him all the time, because look at me here. I'm like, damn, I would not be doing that if I was married. Like, and I wouldn't be telling my business if I was married. And we got some triangle going on. We got some gimmick, some scam going on. Once I found out that they asking me about my husband and shit like that, then boom, bada boom, I'm out of the business. I'm ghost. Like, I'm not gonna be telling you guys what's going on, what's real and shit like that. Like, you know. And so, but it seems like, you know, Sade, whatever her name is, I wish she didn't have the name, because I love the Shinga Sade. But, you know, it's close, but it's not actually. But she just seems weird. She just seems fugazi and weird. Like, she's down with it. Like, if her husband has to prostitute to pay bills, and it is what it is. But she's talking about that she got 3 houses in this state, that state, everywhere. Like, they doing all this. So, like, they got money, whatever. I don't know if they got money, and I don't want to research and find out if they do got money, but I think that Akbar just really wants to be an actor, and he really wants to be an actor, because I looked him up on, let me see, what did I look him up on? Anyways, let me just stop. I'm not even going to go into it. So anyways, it says that he acted in one role, and he, you know, he wants to be an actor. So anyways, moving on from that, I was just like, that shit is crazy. And then we have, you know, Nikki baby and Paris, you know, doing this research about Tiara's, you know, TT's boyfriend. I know they care, whatever, but it seems like TT don't even care. Like, she don't really care. She done already talked to Akbar about it. Seems like she knows. Like, it's all fugazi. It makes you like, damn, they should have left that sex tape shit, you know, come out now, not right. You know, come out now while the shows are not before, because it makes it look all fugazi and all fake. Because we know that, you know, TT, the last video, she was chilling with Akbar. She was with him all night. She looked like she, you know, she was working the street corners for hours. The way that she looked in that video and arguing with Akbar over the truck and trying to get in the truck, and he telling her to leave, he's going. It's like, damn. So his wife knows. The wife is acting like him and TT ain't even having sex. That this is a business arrangement, that they got some type of arrangement going on. So I guess that's what she's trying to say. So whatever with that situation. And so then we move on to, you know, Apple Watts. She's in the studio with, A1. She actually sounds good in the studio with A1. Like, I like the way she sounds. I like the way she rapped. I don't like the song that she did at Donatella's event, but I like the way she raps. I like her attitude. I like the way she carry herself. I like the way that she ain't in the drama. She ain't trying to play herself, and she ain't trying to be so extra and be so too much just because she's on the show. Like, Mr. Rockstar and Miss LaBritney being way too over the top. Like, damn, calm it down. Like, just relax. You on the show right now. So anyways, she tells, you know, A1's talking to her about his music, how he wants to promote her, and he wants her to do the Donatella show and all this other stuff, and he wants to put a stripper pole on the stage to let people know, like, she's not ashamed of her past, to embrace it. And then you got Barty B, that used to be a stripper, so he's trying to capitalize on that. Plus, Barty B used to be on Love and Hip Hop New York, or on the franchise, so it's all good. So that's what he's trying to capitalize off of, and I see that. And Rockstar thinks it's dumb or whatever, but whatever. It's just a TV show to me. So, she lets him know, like, hey, listen, Rockstar tried to get me to be his artist, this and that, blase and a third, but I turned him down. I think he's this, he's that. So she's basically letting A1 know that she's loyal to him. A1 appreciates that. He likes that. They pray about Rockstar. He says Rockstar is jealous of him because he got Lyrica first, because Rockstar was interested in Lyrica, and he's jealous of him. He's jealous of what he has. Concur, I don't know. So we have that situation going on. So I'm just like, okay, Rockstar is like a lot. He's another one. He's way too much. He reminds me of the 90s. He reminds me of like a kid, like a dude in high school that would be like the class clown that wouldn't let the teacher teach, that will always think he's so cool, and he'll be the one sitting on the park bench acting like, he's rapping or making fun of people. He seems like that type of person that's kind of annoying, kind of cute at the same damn time, because he's not an ugly guy, but he reminds me of AZ from The Firm. AZ, remember AZ, the rapper from New York? AZ, where you at, baby? So anyways, like, he's gonna be watching this. I got problems. And so moving on from that situation, we have Lyrica. Now she's working on her new album, and she goes to see Rockstar, and her and Rockstar are going to be working together, and she's thinking about having him, do a song with her. I don't know if she's thinking about having him produce her second album. And he sees her. He was like, oh, what catwalk did you walk off of? He's all complimenting her, like, oh, you beautiful, you fine, baby, you got it going on. And so then she lets him know that she's single and she's ready to mingle, kind of, but she's not really ready to mingle because she got a little bun in the oven. So, but she was just like, me and him is single. And then you got Rockstar on his confessional talking about, I knew there was something going on with them pearls and the fingernail polish. You tied it you tied it at fingernail polish. I was like, come on, Rockstar, why are you really hating like that? You hating so much. Like, your storyline is about A1. You have to make a story. You have to make yourself interesting too as well. You can have a storyline about A1, but tell us what you do. Show us how your day, how you live, like what's your reality, like what's good with you. Don't let it be about just A1 and Lyrica, because then you can easily be played out. It seems like you have a nice sense of humor and you're very flamboyant. So, show us something else other than being messy that'll make you a fan favorite. So moving on from that situation, like, I know it all. Miss me with myself. So anyways, moving on from that situation, so Lyrica, she's thinking about, working with him, and then he ends up showing her that A1 was, performing at this big place. And then on top of that, you got what's her name, LaBritney, on stage twerking it, dropping it like it's hot. But she's trying to get herself known, get on stage or whatever, because she's trying to make it happen, because she's from Detroit. So now we know she's from Detroit. So the way Lyrica stepped to her was kind of like an insult in a way. But sometimes you got to put that shit behind you and just see if the person's actually really a threat. Be ready, but just see if she's really a threat. And she's not really a threat because there's security and everybody around before she even gets to you. So don't come off like that. Don't come off too violent. Don't come off like too hardcore, because people like softness too as well. We like the hardness, but we like the softness. And you're a pretty woman, so just chill out. You don't gotta be that mad. And plus, if you want to work with A1, the last thing you want to do is diss his wife. That's where Apple Watts came in at. She was up on A1, and then Lyrica got mad and they got a little tiff. She called up Lyrica, apologized to her, and all that other good stuff. Now they friends, baby. So that's what you got to do. You have to have some common sense. You just can't just react off of emotion. Have common sense. So a lot of people are locked up, and then on top of that, other reasons. But so anyways, moving on from that situation. So once we have that situation go on, then we have, Brooke, she invites Stacia to a house or whatever. And Stacia was like, I'm pregnant, basically. And then, Brooke is like, well, then I'll be, the stepmother because, Marcus wants me to have a baby, but I don't want to have another baby. And you can be our surrogate, or we can co-parent together. I was like, damn, like she killed it, because saying that I'm pregnant was supposed to make Brooke mad and make Brooke upset, but it didn't, or make her back away. She was like, no, we welcome that. Marcus walks in the door, Marcus hears all that, Marcus is okay, Marcus is fine with it. He's liking Brooke being crazy and acting up and going wild. He's appreciating it all day, every day. And it's like, damn, why are they dragging Stacia through this bullshit and this mess? Poor Stacia, you need a backbone. Don't let no man ever walk over you like he did and talk to you like you don't have a brain, like you don't have common sense. You might be young, but you still should have a backbone and common sense and know when someone's running game on you. And that's where your parents come in at. That's where your neighbors come in at. That's where your uncles, cousins, people come in to show you what's going on. If not, you can get right on YouTube and listen to people that give good advice to women online. Or Google them, because there's no way that you should be in a situation like that. As soon as the first time Brooke came around and Marcus didn't squash that situation and handle that, you should have let him go, especially if he didn't tell you what was going on. She came through in the way that Marcus was acting. You should have just walked out the house and kept going, and you should have went and got your pregnancy test on your own without Marcus, and then never talk to him again, point blank period, and just text him and say, I'm not pregnant or whatever. But you don't let no man do you like that, girlfriend. You're too young, and hopefully you were just an actor, a paid actor, to be treated like this. But it just sends a bad message, because a lot of young women is not like this. You know what I mean? A lot of young women are really smart. I don't know why they tried to portray like the most docile women on this show. So moving on from that situation, so, Brooke, she's happy, she's in her all, and then Stacia was like, you know what, she breaks up with Marcus and she walks out and she leaves. Good for you. Should have never called him for the appointment, because then Brooke shows up giving them scenes and shit like that. But I think we're going to see Stacia again. So anyways, before that happens, Brooke and, Marcus started kissing and making out. I like, Brooke, man, you too desperate. You way too much. But you know what? Sometimes you want something so bad, you'll do anything for it. But it's just way too much, because the man done lied to you. He was married. He cheated on his wife with you too as well. I believe he was messing with, the paralegal and all this other stuff. Yes, he was mad at you because you was running around town with Booby, but supposedly you didn't sleep with Booby. I don't know if you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But you was very close to Booby. Like, he was like the love of your life. So we have that situation go on, and I'm just like, okay, Brooke, you way too much. I don't know if Marcus is actually really ready to commit, move in with, Brooke and be a husband. I don't think he's at that stage yet. And I don't know. But Brooke does have a beautiful house. Her house was on fleek. So moving on from that situation, I'm just like, that's just way too much going on. Brooke was like, that'll be perfect if you're pregnant, because I don't want to have another child. I was like, Brooke, why would you even go there? So now we get to A1. He's performing. He's happy. He's at a big show. And, you have, what's her name? Paris and Nikki, they're there or whatever, and they chilling. They're up in the balcony. And you got A1 on stage, and then you have, I think, Apple Watts was there, and then you have LaBritney. She gets on stage and she started shaking that booty like ain't nobody shake no booty before. I mean, she was shaking it, she was dropping it, twisting it, flipping it. She was just doing it. She was dancing for dear life. She was dancing like she needed, like it was a record deal was online. She was dancing like it was time for her to get her rent paid. She was not playing. She was on that stage dropping it on a married man stage. It was just a stage. It had nothing to do with the married man. She was just trying to get attention. She's trying to pop. She told us that she's trying to pop. She's here to make a name for herself. That's what she's trying to do. I don't think it was anything wrong with her getting on the stage and dancing. It's just that the communication she had with Lyrica was terrible. But she's upset because Lyrica was watching her Insta story and she don't even follow her. If you saw Lyrica watching your Insta story, you should say, hey, what's up, Lyrica? I was on stage dancing. I was just trying to promote promote myself, and be like, another present on stage while your husband was performing. How you doing, girlfriend? I'm gonna be at the Donatella event. Are you gonna be there too? Like, so, like, especially if she saw, that, Lyrica was watching her, especially if she's trying to get a deal. Like, if, sometimes you gotta please the husband and the wife. I mean, like, not in that type of way, but I'm just saying, if you want to do business, you gotta have both of them on board to do business with you, because if you have one with you and one against you, then it's gonna bring strife between them two, and they might just be like, you know what, forget it, I don't want to work with that person. You just gotta have common sense and have business sense too as well when it comes to that. But Lyrica could have approached, LaBritney better. She should have said, hey, what's up? I saw you on stage. You can dance really well. How you doing? What's your name? Blase in the third. But A1 also made it awkward when he didn't introduce, LaBritney to, Lyrica, because him and Lyrica's beefing. So we have that situation. So we get Tiara. She comes through looking. I liked her hair. I thought her hair was cute. I'm surprised, Brooke hair wasn't on point this episode. Usually Brooke is always flawless, and that scene right there, her hair was on point. But when she was at her house, it wasn't. But usually Brooke is always like on point. This episode, she didn't steal the show with her beauty. So moving on from that, we have, TT, she's on stage. I mean, she's up in the balcony, and Paris hits her, was like, did you know Akbar was married? But first, Paris was like, I's free, I's outside now. I was like, Paris, you ignorant fool. She was like, I'm free, I's outside now. So anyway, so she's outside, and so they let her know the situation that was going on with, Akbar, that he's married, and how all that shit went down. Then that's when Tiara goes to talk to Akbar. I already talked about that. So it's just like Tiara's acting like she's shocked. I don't know if she actually knows or she doesn't know, but it's just like, damn, it's like bad for business, for real. And Akbar seems like a player. He don't care. He's really trying to get his shit pop and lit. And he don't see, I guess, Tiara's just happy that someone's working with her and helping her further her career. But at least he's trying to make sure that she's clean and sober. But, if they have like a situation going on and they both have an understanding or arrangement, then that won't lead her back to alcohol. But if they don't, then, this could possibly lead her back to drinking. And I told you I thought she was drinking when she was in that video with Akbar fighting in the parking lot with Milan too as well. And so then we get on to, we get along to the show or whatever. What's her name? Donatella's show or whatever. The show was or whatever, but it wasn't lit like that. But LaBritney, she did a good job. Then we get introduced to Jay Wills. He's actually bisexual, and he raps as a woman or whatever. And so he gets on stage. Everybody loves him and all this other good stuff. I liked his nails, the music. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the music. I don't get the music. But I couldn't really understand him either, so it was a quick set, so whatever. But everybody knows him and they like him. We have Moniece there. Everybody's there. Apple Bottom, she goes say what's up to Lyrica and Blase in the third. And Lyrica and, Moniece is there. Moniece and Lyrica, they say what's up to each other. Moniece let Lyrica know that A1's there, and she's like shocked. She see Apple Bottom. She said, Apple Bottom, how come you didn't let me know A1 was there? She was like, I'm sorry, I forgot. They bring her over there to go talk to A1, and she approaches, LaBritney, and a kind of like not in a rude manner, but not rude enough where, LaBritney wanted to fight. She wanted to fight. She was just getting all up in her face. But she is from Detroit. Then it goes haywire. They move, LaBritney out the way. A1 goes talk to her. It was like, yo, this is messed up. You can't be doing this. You can't be calling my wife out her name. That's still my wife. She was like, well, your wife was disrespectful. She did this. She was on my Insta story and she was following me. So she knows who I am and she knows I was that girl on stage. All that little kid shit. Basically, if you're about business, you ain't trying to do that. You might cause a scene, but you don't want to... now Lyrica gotta be an asshole towards you or whatever. So anyways, then we have Rockstar. He jumps in the situation. He was like, oh, A1, you should have stopped that or whatever, because Lyrica and A1 starts to argue. And he was like, oh, well, this argument's about, LaBritney, but the real argument's really about Safari. Let's get to that Safari detail. Yeah, let's talk about Safari. Lyrica, before you run off. And so then we got that situation. Rockstar's intervening. He's talking and he was like, Lyrica, he should have stopped that situation dead up. And then you got, Rockstar talking about he's best friends with Lyrica, come and do the music with me, Lyrica. And, he's just intervening. And he was and he was making fun of, A1 too as well. So it's just like, damn, what the hell is going on with the situation? And so then after that, now it seems like A1 and, what's his name? Rockstar was going to fight, whatever, because Rockstar took off his jacket. And then, it was like, why are you taking off your jacket? And he was like, just in case you get stupid. So then they were getting ready to fight. They both holding their balls and shit like that. I don't know where they do that. Are you supposed to have your hands in front of you? And so, what's his name? Rockstar, he swings on A1, but he missed because security was there. Lyrica saying, stop it, you can't do that, you're going too far. And then that's when Rockstar was like, yo, you my BFF, we BFF. And then Lyrica saying that they're BFF too, and he was like, yo, you can't save a hoe, trying to save a hoe after he talks shit. So it just went downhill from there. It's not a good look for Lyrica and A1's marriage. It shouldn't be this much drama going on, but I guess because they're on the show, they're gonna have this drama. It's like, damn, they're the only married couple on the show. It's like, damn, it shouldn't be like this. Peace, I'm out.